have a lot of different perspectives on how that could go. Hi, my name is Damian Perry, and I am a multimedia guru in a sense where I do video editing, photography, graphic design, and other frivolous tasks along those lines. I'm from North Carolina. I only say that I'm from North Carolina because I've moved around a lot. So I just got asked to do a screen printing design job. Now I technically have a second job, but it's more or less like a freelance type thing. It introduced me to a lot of different lifestyles, I guess. When I moved to Wake Forest, I recognized that there was a bit more of a preppy feeling amongst my peers around me, and in Franklinton, there was a bit more urbanistic vibe, as well as rural, because like there ain't nothing but trees everywhere. But I can definitely say that it shaped me into a person that can understand a lot of different personalities and lifestyles in which a way that people live. If I had to speak about a moment, I would say when I took initiative to learn how to dance, because from that point brought on other levels of skill sets that I would need to further my ability as a dancer. So when I learned how to dance, it gave me the motivation to learn how to do other things outside of it. So I wanted to make videos, and I learned how to use a camera, and like I learned how to use video editing software for me to make dance videos. And after getting really good at that, I started to study the composition behind videography and photography. So when I was able to blend all three of those skill sets together, I was able to create more and push more videos and meet up with other people that wanted to know what I do and how I do it. And I would make projects with my friends all the time, and I would just go out and shoot just to shoot and meet up with other people to be creatives. It was really fun. Not a lot of people know about my worst project because it was for a scholarship. And it was a scholarship in which I had to create a resume about a fictional character. And I went along the lines of creating a visual resume about Sonic the Hedgehog. It turned out really great layout-wise. It followed the same assets as the classic series. It didn't have a Green Hill Zone aspect to it, but it definitely followed the color scheme. And it turned out really well. However, it lacked substance rather than it was just something pretty to look at. And always remember to apply substance to your work, because if it's just an empty image, then it doesn't mean anything. And that's what I would say is my worst project is. My best project I said I have to work on was working on the Crabs in a Bucket documentary. That one was a really fun project to do. Even though it was a school project, it was really cool to meet all those different artists and be able to link up with them in the studio, like hop in on ciphers. Actually, one of the directors of the film, he hopped in on the cipher. I didn't even know he rapped.
Something, so I had to check that. Told her don't trip though. We can move lighter than a tiptoe. Now sip on this Hennessy and hypno.
Editing, it was they were like very hard grinding hours. Like I pulled all-nighters, but at the same time, I was so persistent in trying to get it out there and like trying to create a story to push out to an audience that I just didn't care. I was having too much fun doing it. Sleepless nights you shouldn't sacrifice like your health in order to do it, but however, once it's actually out into the world and you can say that you're proud of something, it's the best feeling in the world. So I would say that was like my favorite project to work on. Archive DP is a personal project that I chose to take on upon myself, which is essentially creating strips that tell stories or like have snippets of where I'm at in life or how I perceive things around me. So what I do is that I take my Panasonic Lumix GX85, and to practice my photos, I would just go out, shoot a couple one by ones, and post them to Instagram. And as I got better with this camera, I started to create strips on Instagram, and I would use my typography skills to create a layout in which it's cohesive to the shoot style or like the shoot location in which I'm in. I think I recently did one at a coffee shop in downtown Wake Forest called the Wake Forest Coffee Company, where there was a live session of a guitarist that was out there. So a lot of people came out, and I wanted to kind of document the event. And while I was there, I got to meet a few new people, and in addition to, I got to see some very old friends of mine. And I wanted to encapsulate those moments. So when I took those images, I posted them all to Instagram, and I essentially created a strip out of it. So it was really cool. Now, if I had to have any further goals into it, I just bought this Canon AE1 because film is coming back, and I just kind of wanted to take a jump on the gun and start posting that a bit more. So, this all was gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. If I died tomorrow, I would want people to remember that I was a good person. I always had good intentions. I've always had a very compassionate spirit. I was always someone willing to help others out or to learn something new. And I was always about my family. My name is Damian Perry, and I'm a multimedia guru, including videography, photography, and graphic design.
reason why I'm not getting too close to that building is that, like, well, I've been in there before, but I never went back. That's for one reason. I was gonna shoot a dance video in there, right? And as I'm walking towards it, I get to that fire hydrant right there. I get to that fire hydrant right over there, and then I stop because I see something like walking across like the parking lot. It's a big Rottweiler that just passes, and I know it won't no stray because it won't eat like no stray. This is a full-grown, muscular Rottweiler that just kind of just strolled on past, and I was like, just kind of went straight to the gas station, put my camera equipment away, and then straight back home. Yep. Never going back in there. Especially if it lives in there. Nah, I'm good.